Hey everyone, I just want to announce that I spent a lot of effort making a new comp spreadsheet. Basically, it has all the meta comps in the game right now, how exactly to play them, example gameplay, basically everything you need to make your ladder experience as easy as possible. I'm gonna show you guys how to use this guide and hope you guys enjoy so much. Of course, the link will be in the description. Okay, so let's just get into how to use this guide. But the first thing I want to say is I'm gonna try my best to constantly update the spreadsheet. So you may be like, oh, there's only 2 seasons left. Why are you still making this? Well, I'll try to update the spreadsheet with new comps that will come in the next patch. So this is kind of a beta version, but it is still completely relevant to the current patch. So don't expect this to be a one-time thing. Anyways, you can see the current S tier comps in the game are Nagas revolving around Lord of Gains, Golden Beasts, Rylak Elemental Demons, Greta Tethys Pirates, and Temporal Tampering slash Splitting Scroll Lubber. And for all of the maybe newer players that are just getting into Battlegrounds, the difficulty section will be extremely relevant to you. Like in my opinion, if you're just starting off, like the hard slash very hard comps, you might want to stay away from unless you feel like challenging yourself. And the easy comps are 100% beginner friendly. So for instance, Beasts, Golden Beasts, what are you doing? You're just going shopping for like 5 different cards, and every card you find just improves your board, just is a massive spike. Another example is KT Phalanx or KT Morose, which you just find KT, you find Morose, and then you can kind of just cruise for the rest of the game just off of that. So once you click on the spreadsheet, like let's say I want to see what the Lord of Gains comp looks like, okay? And that'll send me to this page. So this page, basically, we have the core of the comp, which is Greta and Lord of Gains. Core meaning the comp really doesn't function without the core. So if you have a Lord of Gains comp without the Greta, it's a lot worse. If you have the Lord of Gains without a Lord of Gains comp without the Lord of Gains, it's not even a comp. So these are like extremely essential to keep on your board. And then we have the add-ons, which are really good units to have in the comp, but are not quite core. Like basically, you will have for sure Lord of Gains and Greta, and then a mishmash of the other cards. Okay, you may have Drakari some games, you may have Ignition Specialist, Corrupted Myrmidon, Thrasher, Sylvaz. All of these are good, but not necessary. So buy these if you can, but don't sweat it if you don't find these. But start sweating if you don't find the Greta, okay? But that's not all. So we also have a page two. The page two is going to have common enablers. So these are like enabling. You can pretty much find out what it means in my direction guide from a while ago. But to quickly summarize, these are like what are the spots I can play this comp from, okay? So let's say I have a Lava Liquor Reef River opener. I have some visuals just to make it look better. Uh, it's pretty easy to pivot from a Lava Lurker Reef River opener into Lord of Gains once you find the Lord of Gains. Same thing with Greta. Same thing with Silavaz. If you already have these on your board, it's pretty easy to go Lord of Gains from there. And also there are quests such as Gassy Mask or Sapphire Scribe, which immediately makes you think Lord of Gains. So just these are like another way to think about it is spots that you can play Lord of Gains from. Okay, and obviously you commit to the comp once you actually have the Lord of Gains. So that's kind of what the enabler and commit point mean. And Lord of Gains isn't too hard to play, but I have a how to play section for all of these comps. Basically, you want to buy cheap spells, including Sunbaked Elixir and Oozling Gladiator, and the rest is relying on your setup to scale. Okay, here's another example. Let's say you might think you have a really good Murloc setup, but you don't know how to actually like close out the game, or you don't know how to scale, how to best scale. Well, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go ahead, click the link. It's going to send you to the site. And here is what I consider the Murloc core. I think you must have Bran, Primal Fin, Bream Counter, and base skill. Have the base skill summon the Bream Counter, And then you must have either one of Rylak or Murkai. And of course, once you have this core, you'll obviously finalize your comp with a bunch of core Murglers. But yeah, this is how to best play the Murloc tribe. And as you can see, common enablers, you need the brand to enable Murlocs, or you need the Rylak to enable Murlocs. And then once you find the Rylak Primalfin combo or the brand Murkai Primalfin combo, you can just go ahead and commit Murlocs, find your Bream counters, find your core Murglers, and cruise to the rest of the game. How do you play? Get a full hand of Murlocs every single turn, making your Bream counter very big, and you may also cycle Tads and Bagurgle. I'm not going to go over every single comp in this video. If you really want to see my analysis of every single comp and reasoning, I did stream this on Twitch, so that may be helpful to you. But for now, if you want like gameplay, example gameplay of every single comp that I think is meta, then I mean it's pretty easy. You just go ahead, click the link on the gameplay. Like let's say you really don't understand this Lubber temporal comp that I labeled very hard. Well, I have the perfect video for you. This is exactly how to play the temporal Lubber comp. And yeah, that's pretty much how to use the guide. Just a reminder, I'll be updating this every single meta. I hope you guys will use it a ton. It's completely free. This is just from my heart, also because I'm bored. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for listening and hope you use it a lot.